This recording will begin Chapter 8 for the female reproductive system. Our first objective is to pronounce organs and anatomic structures of the female reproductive system. So externally, the female reproductive system consists of the vulva, clitoris, and mammary glands. Internally, it's the vagina, uterus, uterine tubes, and ovaries. So here are the same pictures that are in your textbook. As always, it starts out with a little bit of anatomy and physiology of the system. So let's read the paragraph on the function. So the female reproductive system comprises external and internal organs, glands, and structures and is responsible for supporting conception and pregnancy. As the female matures throughout her lifespan, this system develops and changes based on the influence of hormones produced by the ovaries. Estrogen and progesterone are female hormones essential for sexual maturation and the overall health of the female. These hormones affect the structure and function of the integumentary, urinary, cardiac, musculoskeletal, and neurologic systems. So let's go over the internal organs and anatomic structures of the female reproductive system. So I'm actually going to go back to this slide right here. So first we have ovaries. Almond-shaped organs located in the pelvic cavity. They form and store egg cells or ova and produce the hormones estrogen and progesterone. Ovum, and then plural is ova, is the female egg cell. Graafian follicles, 100,000 microscopic sacs that make up a large portion of the ovaries. Each follicle contains an immature ovum. Normally, one Graafian follicle develops to maturity monthly between puberty and menopause. Uterine tubes, pair of tubes attached to the uterus that provide a passageway for the ovum to move from the ovary to the uterus, also called fallopian tubes. Fimbria, or fimbriae for plural, finger-like projection at the free end of the uterine tube. Uterus, pear-sized and shaped muscular organ that lies in the pelvic cavity, except during pregnancy when it enlarges and extends up into the abdominal cavity. Its functions are menstruation, pregnancy, and labor. Endometrium, inner lining of the uterus. Myometrium, muscular middle layer of the uterus. Perimetrium, outer protective layer of the uterus that secretes watery, serous fluid to reduce friction, also called uterine serosa. Corpus, large central portion of the uterus. Fundus, rounded upper portion of the uterus. Cervix, narrow lower portion of the uterus. Vagina, passageway between the uterus and the outside of the body. Hymen, folded membrane found near the opening of the vagina. Next we have the external female reproductive structures, the vulva, external genitals of the female including the mons pubis, Liberia majora, Liberia minora, clitoris, urinary meatus, and vaginal opening. Perineum, pelvic floor in both the male and female. In females it refers to the area between the vaginal opening and the anus. And then glands in the female reproductive system. First we have Bartholin's glands, pair of mucus-producing glands located on each side of the vagina just above the vaginal opening. Then we have breasts, pair of milk-producing glands of the female. Each breast consists of 15 to 20 divisions or lobules, also called mammary glands. Mammary papilla, breast nipple, and areola, pigmented area around the breast nipple. And then again, here is the same picture that is in your book.